The sky was gray now, and massive frigate birds circled silently above the ghost ship. The dead man. Jimmy had held his hand, seen it, as it vanished into the waves. That yellow, mottled hand. And now, it had jumped on his back. A mad thought gripped him. Should he fling himself into the sea? But Mr. Gould was down there too. He wanted to scream, laugh, sob all at once. He was at the edge of madness. The floor of reality was falling away beneath him. Time and space meant nothing. He ran, tripping, bruising himself, but didn't stop. There's no fear like when a man loses faith in his own senses. He stopped, gasping, clutching his chest. The sky had turned a pale, creamy white. Hold on, Jimmy. You're not insane yet. Maybe it was a dream. No. With trembling hands, he lit a cigarette. And then he went straight to the luggage hold and knocked on the artist's entrance of the crate.
Captain? Hey, Captain, come out of there!
He kicked the crate hard, made a hell of a noise.
Who's there?
Foolick Jimmy, come on out!
The artist's entrance creaked open. Out stepped the captain.
What do you want now?
I need your help. If you don't help me, I'm done for.
The table's turned again, huh?
Listen, if you don't help, this might get ugly for you too.
Touching. You're always so worried about me. So what's this all about?
Mr. Gould, the one I threw into the ocean, he's back on the ship.
Tough guy.
You don't get it. I'm going mad.
Then go see a doctor. I'm starving. Of course, no breakfast today either. The table.
Freddy, brother, is it possible that the dead come back?
If they've been robbed.
Jimmy went pale.
It was just a signet watch and a ring on the table.
That's why he came back. Hand over the watch and the ring.
He won't come after you?
Oh, he will. But I'm not scared of him. So be a good boy. Put the watch, the ring, and the cigarette case on the table. That went missing too.
Jimmy handed over the dead man's things without protest. He didn't care anymore. He needed the captain.
So, what now? The body's still in the cabin.
That's the good part, he is in the cabin. Now, hand over the $2,000, the $75.82, the mirror, the comb, and the plaque. If the body's here, we've got proof when the autopsy comes. Opium shows up real nice in a corpse. I could report you to the captain. Looks like the dice rolled again.
Jimmy meekly placed everything on the table.
And now? I mean, we have to do something.
Right. I'm going to eat. First-class lunch. With Italian red wine.
The galley's still closed.
Wonderful. A luxury liner with no breakfast service.
All the items, cash, plaque, the ring, and the watch, vanished into the many mysterious pockets of Fred's enormous trousers.
So, what do you want me to do?
Go up and throw Mr. Gould overboard.
I'll do it, kid. But it seems like that sort of thing doesn't bother him. Tough corpse.
But how? How could this happen? It's insane. He came back from the bottom of the sea.
Impressive, honestly.
Please, I'm begging you. Explain it. You're clever. What do you think? Is it possible? Could a murdered man really return?
If I didn't kill him, it's possible. Because none of mine ever came back.
Fred scratched his head and his cap slid forward until the brim nearly touched his nose.
All right, let's go. Let's meet this wandering corpse of yours.
Up on deck, everything was still quiet. Maybe 4 in the morning. The weather had softened. Under a pale green sky tinged with red, a narrow ink-black strip marked the distant shoreline like it had been brushed on with a fine pen. Jimmy didn't even dare approach the cabin. He was scared. Yes, he admitted it. He was afraid. Cowardly, but not of a living man. From a safe distance, he watched Fred unlock the cabin door. A minute passed. Then Fred appeared again, carrying something in his arms. It looked like he was holding an enormous baby, wrapped tightly in a white sheet. The shroud drooped slightly at both ends, over the head, over the feet. He hadn't sewn it shut, just covered the body. Then Fred lifted it over the rail. A dull splash in the distance. Jimmy had already heard that same splash earlier. Would he ever understand this awful mystery? Fred walked back toward him, his hairy jaw chewing rhythmically on a wad of tobacco. With thick, dirty fingers, he raked through his filthy gray beard like a comb through straw.
Did you throw him in?
I did. It's customary, at a time like this, to toss in a token of respect after the deceased.
Did you toss anything?
A comb and a mirror in a leather case. Not much of a tribute, really.
Jimmy's eyes flared wildly.
My mirror! That's it, Fred. I've had enough. Now there's no more evidence. He's at the bottom of the sea. The tables have turned again.
Fred waved dismissively.
He'll be back. Tough fella. Athletic type.
He gave his enormous trousers a hitch and waddled off in that crooked, lumbering stride of his. Jimmy didn't say a word. Fair enough. Maybe Mr. Gould would come back after all. By morning, the relief ship had arrived. They came fully prepared. A squad of armed medical troops, seasoned men with nerves of steel, ready to find screaming wrecks of people, half mad and raving, among the few survivors. Before the doctors even stepped into the launch, they suited up in diver-like isolation suits. The orderlies wore similar gear. Only one man came as he was. A captain. Old military doctor. Been through it all. The health troopers lined up in an instant along the rail. The silent deck told them everything. This ship was a floating ghost town. Barely anyone left alive. The lead doctor pushed back the hood of his gauze-white suit and approached the captain with the military officer at his side.
Palmerston, medical professor.
Captain Melville, health commissioner.
Worth, I command the Honolulu Star.
Your ship's doctor. Is he dead?
He's sleeping.
Take us to his cabin.
The doctor was snoring with his head slumped over an open book. He'd been trying to catch up on medical reports and case histories, but sleep had gotten the better of him. He jerked awake with a dazed look in his eyes. The captain sniffed the air suspiciously. Professor Palmerston lifted a few carefully pinned insects from a sheet of paper, held up a small vial to the light, and then both men looked at the doctor, then at each other.
Have you, colleague, already identified the cause of the illness?
I believe it's some peculiar form of sleeping sickness. Unfortunately, I'm ill myself. My head.
You have a headache?
Not right now, but I did. Yesterday.
Best to sit down for a bit until you're fully awake. Have some coffee, or cognac.
While the doctor tried to pull himself together, the captain browsed through the medical files. The professor read over his shoulder. Each case had detailed complaints, symptoms, treatments, and finally, the doctor's grim verdict. According to him, the disease couldn't be stopped. All cases, including his own, were hopeless. Given the speed of neurological collapse, death was inevitable. They studied the notes thoroughly, exchanged a glance, and nodded. The doctor, heart-sinking, understood. This was the end. The captain stepped outside and shouted down to the crew,
Everyone return to the cruiser. Orderlies, take off your isolation suits. Someone bring me 5 light cigars from my coat.
Meanwhile, the professor had already peeled off his diving suit and was tossing a whole bread roll out the porthole piece by piece to the frigate birds hopping around on the aft deck.
My report.
Quite clear. We're truly grateful for the excellent work.
And there was also a death on board.
Oh, really? Is that so? What's the word? The body.
Fearing panic, and despite my consulate's instructions, I ordered Mr. Gould buried at sea immediately, per naval tradition.
Shame you're not a ship's doctor. You missed your true calling. What kind of contagion do you suspect, dear colleague?
I think it's some variant of sleeping sickness, or perhaps something else infectious.
Yes. Fascinating. All right, then. After breakfast, we'll examine the passengers.
And the ship?
To hell with it. Proceed to Singapore immediately.
To be continued.